How is your current relationship with Kelly Dodd? Do you speak with her often, and do you consider her to be a friend?
That is a great question. It's not every day you threaten to kill someone, so, sometimes it's hard to come back from that. But I'll be honest, like the viewers this season are going to be totally surprised because Kelly and I have no issues. Like, I consider Kelly one of my closest friends, so it's definitely done a 360. So it's interesting to watch. I'm not the kind of girl that holds grudges. I mean, I threaten to kill people and then I move on pretty easily. So
Vicki Gunvalson has been demoted to friend of the show instead of a cast member. Were you surprised by this news, and have you spoken to Vicki about it?
Honestly, I was surprised by it. I didn't know really what they were doing with Vicki, and I have never spoken to Vicki about it. I'm sure that she's not happy and probably feels a little dejected but I know a lot of people have said, I'm not going to watch if Vicki's not on it. I know Vicki has a different title per se, but Vicki's on the show and she's on a lot. I filmed with her a ton, so it's not really like she's making like a little cameo here and there or some guest appearances. I mean, she's very much a part of the show and the cast. I don't think it was anything personal. I mean, obviously Vicki Gunvalson's great for TV. I mean, she's amazing on TV. But I think it's probably just a business decision where they just need to, kind of rotate out and rotate in. That's what they do. It's a business.
Which Real Housewives of Orange County star changes the most once the cameras start rolling?
I just know that some of the other women have made comments that Shannon Beador is very different when she's not filming. So that is just things that I've heard from other people that are closer to her than I am. So I'd have to go with that one. I don't know because I don't know her very well at all. She still doesn't talk to me very much. But
which one of your co-stars do you believe is the least trustworthy?
Oh my gosh, these questions. These are tough questions. I don't know. I'm just gonna group them all together and just say that like the Tres Amigas, I think those three they're just out for themselves, and so I don't trust them as a whole, as a group.
Which three?
The Tres Amigas. It's they self-proclaim themselves the Tres Amigas. It's Shannon and Vicki and Cameron. They stick together very tightly, and they don't like to, kind of go outside their group. And so I don't know. I would be leery of trying to infiltrate that group. So,
which cast member out of all the Housewives shows do you think would be the most difficult to deal with if they were on Real Housewives of Orange County?
Like if you brought Nene Leakes into Orange County, I mean, Nene Leakes is like the queen of Atlanta. You put her on Orange County with like Vicki or Tamra, and I mean, it's going to be a battle for the crown. So, I mean, that would probably be a difficult situation. If you brought someone in like that onto a cast with some other divas, then it would be bad.
How would you describe the current status of your marriage? Are you guys happy, strong, or troubled?
I would say it's probably a combination of all three. I mean, I'm not speculating that there's any divorce or anything in the future, but, we definitely have our ups and downs, and I think you'll see a lot of that in the season, especially with a lot of the pressures that we are dealing with as a married couple. So,
is reality TV, does that put a strain on a marriage?
It absolutely does. It's like taking a highlighter and highlighting, like everything bad that happens in your life, or every time your husband says something snarky, it's like putting like a neon flag on it for everybody to comment and judge. So it's definitely hard on your marriage. I mean, Shane does a much better job of dealing with it. He laughs at a lot of things, and when people make derogatory comments or whatever about him, he thinks it's funny, but I don't think a lot of times it's not funny. Like, I get really affected by it.
Has the body shaming you received affected your mental stability, or are you proud of your body, or does the shaming make you insecure?
The body shaming, I just think, is ridiculous. And I know I ignore, I'd say 99% of it, but when I do lash out, I lash out pretty hard. But when I call it out and I lash out, I feel like I'm kind of doing it as a spokesperson, like a spokesperson for all women who aren't a size 0 or a size 2. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's hurtful, but I don't let it affect me I mean, it stings. I have to be honest. It definitely stings to read all the horrible things about yourself. But, I don't know, at the end of the day, like, I still have a lot of confidence. I still think I have a great body. I still think that men love curves. I still think that I look healthy and, you know, and it is hard sometimes. I have to be honest, like, filming with such petite women sometimes, I feel kind of like the Jolly Green Giant next to them, but it's just who I am, and it makes me unique.
How bad were some of the comments that you saw?
I would get comments from women, like direct messages calling me fat ass, you're disgusting, you need to lose weight. Even people said things like, you know, your daughter's fat and you need to lose weight for your daughter. I don't know. I guess it was just like the fat ass comments where I was like, you know, I'm like a size 8 or something right now, and I feel like if I walked past you on the street, you would have never said something like that to me, you know? I just look like a normal average girl walking down the street, but I don't know, you put yourself in a position where people feel like you're not a real person and they can just comment and attack you and make fun of you, and it's hard sometimes.
Have you ever had any plastic surgery?
I've had a breast reduction and breast lift and breast implants. So I've had like 3 breast surgeries, and I'll probably do it again at some point whenever I feel the need. When I turned 40, I did a reduction and a lift. So that was the last one. But yeah, but that was like the 3rd one I've had. So I'm no, you know, I have no shame in the plastic surgery game. So.
So were you having like back issues or?
Well, the first time, so I had a breast reduction surgery when I was like 22, and that was just because I just have a very, very large chest, and it was difficult. I'd have to wear like 2 sports bras when I was working out, so I had a reduction. Then when I was in law school, I lost a lot of weight, and I was pretty thin, and then I lost all my chest. I had like no chest, so then I had implants. Then when I turned 40, I'd had the same implants for like, I don't know, a long time, like 13 years or something. So I just wanted to replace the implants, and I wanted to replace them with something smaller and also do a lift. But they're still big again. It's like I can't get rid of them. Like I'm just meant to have a huge chest because they're the same size they were before I paid $10,000 for a breast reduction. So, hi, this is Emily Simpson from The Real Housewives of Orange County, and you are listening to The Dominic Natty Show.